Good morning, guys. Those who have joined late, I request all of you to please join the class on time, at least 5 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes before. Okay. So, guys, I think there is a problem with the voice and all. So let me disable my video here so that key most of the data should be used for the audio. But all right, चलो शुरू करते हैं. And sorry for this. There is a problem with the internet in my town, so that is why there's a problem. Okay. So I think till 10:30 it will be sorted, but bad for you guys. We have class till 10:15, so I have been promised that till 10:30 we'll get the server, so I'll get that Wi-Fi connection sorted. So please have patience today. Please cooperate with me today. I request you to cooperate with me with this part. All right, I'll go very slow, don't worry. Let me know if I'm going fast at any point of time. All right, let me know if there's any kind of problem at any time. Chalo. So let me write the name of topic. Today we'll study relative motion. Relative motion in straight line. Okay. So as we are talking about motion in 1D or kinematics of 1D, kinematics in 1D, so we'll talk about relative motion in straight line or 1D. All right. So what is relative motion? Everybody knows, right? Everybody knows this, that position, velocity, acceleration needs a reference. They need a reference, right? So with respect to a point, what is the position? That is what we discuss. With respect to a reference point, with respect to an origin, what is the position of a particle? Similarly, with respect to a reference point, what is the velocity of a particle? That is what we discuss, right? Because you cannot define position without any reference. So reference means with related to, with respect to that part. So if I ask you a simple question here, let me use a white color here. Let me draw the line of motion here. All right. If this is point O, this is point O. This point is A, and let me call this point as B. If I ask you what is the position of A with respect to O, how do you represent that? X A comma O. What is the meaning of this, Pracha? X A comma O means position of A with respect to O. Which is the reference point here, or which is the observer here? Observer is at point O. All right. So in this case, I'm talking about O as the observer and A as the object of interest. So tell me, what is this X A comma O? Can I write X A comma O is position of A with respect to O, means this vector line. This vector will tell us what is X A comma O. So this vector line, this arrowed line is X A comma O. That means if position, if observer is here, object is here, then observer will look at this point A in this direction and will say, it will point that A is in this direction. So this is the position vector of X A comma O. Can I write this as O A comma O A vector? O A vector. Can I write this? Similarly, if I ask you what is the position of B comma O, that means what is this X B comma O? Position of B with respect to O. O is the origin or the reference point. Okay, or the ground, you can say a fixed point on the ground. Okay, so what will be this XB comma O? So position of B with respect to O. So what will be that, guys? OB vector. Position of B with respect to O. Position of the point, the object, which is the point which is acting as an object. So क्या बोलते हैं? उसके along the vector will lie, right? So the head should be on that point. So here object is O, so head should be here. Observer is O, so tail should be here. All right. So OB vector. What if I don't want to find X A comma O or X B comma O? What if I ask you to find position of B with respect to A? Position of B with respect to A. Tell me, guys, what will be this? X B comma A. How will you write this? What should be the arrowed line which will represent X B comma A? Come on guys, tell me the answer. How can I write, or which arrowed line will tell us x, b, comma, a? Yes, very good. So in this case, which is the object, guys? So b is the object. Let me write it. B is the object. A is the observer. So in this case, I'm talking about b as an object and a as an observer. So x, b, comma, a will be nothing but a to b, that means ab vector. A to b, that means ab vector. Tell me how can you write this ab vector? Can I say, guys, ab vector can be written as oa vector minus, sorry, not oa, ob vector minus oa vector, ob vector minus oa vector, you will get ab vector. All right? Yes. So ob vector minus oa vector. What is ob vector? Can I write ob vector is nothing but x, b, comma, o minus x, a, comma, o. So I have got x, b, comma, a as x, b, comma, o minus x, a, comma, o. Similarly, if I ask you what is x, a, comma, b, how will you write this? X, a, comma, b. So your answer will be x, a, comma, o minus x, b, comma, o. Guys, did you understand this part? Click yes if you have understood this. Come on, bachcha log. Click yes if you have understood this. This is the basic part, all right? So if somebody asks you the position, so in this way you can write out the position with respect to any point. If there is 1D, 2D or 3D, doesn't matter. इस तरीके से आप दिखाओगे position vector को draw करके. All right. Similarly, if I ask you what is the velocity, if I assume if O is a point on the ground, is a point on the ground, okay, a point on the ground, and if I name that point as O or as G, and if I say XA comma O as XA only, okay, normally we follow this convention that XA comma O is what? XA only, XB comma O as XB only. What does that mean? If you're writing XA comma A as XA only, that means I'm considering the position of A with respect to ground, a point on the ground, a known point on the ground. Okay. Now, if I ask you, what will be the velocity of A with respect to B? How will you get it? What will be the velocity with respect to velocity of A with respect to B? How do you write this, guys? Can I say if I differentiate this equation on both the sides? If I differentiate this equation on both the sides, so differentiating on both the sides, XA comma B is equal to, or let me first ask you the displacement. तब जाएंगे हम लोग velocity पे. How will you write the displacement, guys? If I take the change on both the sides, can I write here delta X A comma B is equal to delta X A comma O minus delta X B comma. What is this, guys? This is the displacement part. ये क्या है? Displacement. What is the meaning of delta? That is the change. Final minus initial. If somebody asks you what is the displacement of A with respect to B, so how will you write? So delta X A comma B is nothing but XF of A comma B, all right, minus XI A comma B. This is what I have written as delta X A minus A comma B. That means position of A with respect to B at final stage minus position of A with respect to B at initial stage. So this is the initial position of A with respect to B. This is the final position of A with respect to B. So final position minus initial position is nothing but the displacement. So relative displacement can also be written like this. All right, guys. So please remember this part. It's not very tough. This is very, very easy. You should understand this अच्छे से, because these things will be used very frequently. All right. So displacement, and just for your reference, I'm writing delta x a comma b is equal to this. Now, if I ask you what is the velocity, what is the relative velocity? Relative velocity. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to differentiate this part. I'm going to differentiate this part with respect to time. So let me do that. So I'll differentiate first d by dt. This is the differentiation. This is an operation, right, which says differentiation of whatever the thing that you're writing here. So if I write x a b, so I'll write differentiation of x a comma b with respect to time. So d by dt of x a comma b will be equal to d by dt of x a comma o minus d by dt of x b comma o. All right, guys. Tell me, how will you write this part? What is this? Can I say differentiation of x with respect to d? That means rate of change of position. Change of position is displacement, and rate of change of position will be the velocity. Guys, are you following me? What is change of position? Change of position is displacement. Rate of change of position is what? The velocity. So can I write this d by dt of x a comma b as velocity v a comma b? Similarly, d by dt of x a comma o can be written as velocity of a with respect to o. Similarly, d by dt of b comma a, x b comma o can be written as velocity of b with respect to o. ठीक है, चलो. So you can write this as va comma b is equal to velocity a comma g minus velocity of b comma g. What is g? Why did I introduce g here? I am telling that o is a point on the ground. Okay, so I'm replacing o with g. So when we talk about velocity, it is simpler to tell us velocity of a with respect to ground instead of saying with respect to a point on the ground. Okay, and we use this convention that va comma g will be written as simply va. Okay, if this is being written that va, that means velocity of a, that means you're talking about the absolute velocity. However, absolute velocity doesn't mean anything. There is no such velocity that is called as absolute, because earth is also moving, earth is also rotating and revolving. But we consider earth is stationary. हमारे लिए क्या होता है? We consider earth is stationary. So if I talk about absolute velocity, I'm talking about the velocity with respect to earth. All right. So vag will be approximately, or will be assumed as va, and bg will be approximated as vb. And considering this part, you might have considered, you might have found, or you might have seen the definition of va comma b as va minus vp. How many of you have seen this relation, guys? Tell me. How many of you have seen this relation? This is very, very important. You are going to use this relation a lot in your PU1 or even in PU2 like syllabus. बहुत बार use होगा. ठीक है? So all right. So Ritvika, Tanmay. So this is what, or you might have found the definition of relative velocity as this, that VA comma B is VA minus VB. This is how we get this. Similarly, if I ask you what will be the relative acceleration? Relative acceleration. So what will you do, guys? If you differentiate this part one more time, if you differentiate on both the sides, so you'll write d by dt of VA comma B is equal to d by dt of VA vector minus d by dt of vb vector. So what will be the answer, bachalo? So v a comma b ka differentiation dv by dt is acceleration. So you can write acceleration a comma b. So a of a comma b will be written as acceleration of a minus acceleration of b. What is the meaning of acceleration of a and what is the meaning of acceleration of b? When I'm saying only acceleration of a, that means acceleration of a with respect to ground. When I'm saying acceleration of b, I'm talking about acceleration of b with respect to ground. Okay? So va means va vector is nothing but velocity of a with respect to ground. Similarly, velocity b is nothing but velocity of b with respect to ground. So please remember this, guys. All right. Guys, click yes if you have understood till this point. If you have any trouble, if you have any query, please let me know. Bachalo, please let me know if you have any query here. Otherwise, click yes. Clear है सबको? समझ में आ रही बात? All right. So now let me give you some basic example, very elementary examples. Let us say this is the line of motion. There is a point G here or O here, whatever you can say. Let me call O here. ठीक है? Stationary point. Stationary point. What is the meaning of stationary point? A point or the observer which is what? At rest. All right. Can you make every FOI? What is that FOI, bacha? So if this is point A or this is a particle, okay, which is at point A, and at an instant this particle is moving in rightward direction. Okay. So this particle is moving in rightward direction, and let me call the velocity at this of this particle at this instant, at the instant which I'm talking about is let's say 54 kilometer per hour. 54 kilometer per hour. All right. There is a point B. All right. There is a point B, and this point is moving in rightward direction. This is also moving in rightward direction, and the velocity of this particle at this instant is 72 kilometer per hour. The distance between O to A is 10 meters. The distance between A to B is 5 meters. All right. This particle A is having acceleration in rightward direction, and the acceleration is 1 meter per second square. Okay. And this particle B is having acceleration in rightward direction, and the acceleration is 2 meter per second square. Guys, tell me, what are these velocities? This 54 kilometer per hour and 72 kilometer per hour. This velocity is with respect to what? You must have seen these kind of velocities given to you in any question directly. So these velocities are with respect to what? किसके respect में है? So if it is given to you velocity of A, that means it is velocity of A with respect to ground. ठीक है? Similarly, if it is given to you velocity of B, that means velocity of B with respect to ground. What is this acceleration? If I tell you this is the acceleration of A, that means acceleration of A with respect to ground. And this is the acceleration of B, that means acceleration of B with respect to ground. So from this data, you can write velocity of A is 54 kilometer per hour. Velocity of B is 72 kilometer per hour. Similarly, acceleration of A is given to us as 1 meter per second square, and acceleration of B is given to us as 2 meter per second square. All right. However, I have not denoted the directions here, so I have just written the magnitude here. All right. Acha. Every direction, all these things, all these parameters are having the same directions. So बाद में देख लेंगे वो सब हम. First of all, let me ask you. पहला question. Find position of A with respect to B. Tell me, guys, what will be the answer? Position of A with respect to B. What are the data, what are the information that have been given to you? You can aram se get it. Tell me guys, what will be the position of A with respect to B? Don't say only the magnitude. If I consider this as the positive x-axis, if I consider rightward as the positive x-axis, so tell me the answer in terms of vector quantity. So whether it will be positive I cap or negative I cap, so plus or minus. If you say plus, then that means something else. If you say minus, then that means something else. If I'm asking you what is position of A with respect to B, and if you say plus, that means B will look to the right of it. Like B will look towards right. If you say minus, B has to look towards left to tell the position of A. So both of them are different. If you're saying the position of A with respect to B is plus 5 meter, so B will say that I have to move 5 meter towards rightward to move A, to reach A. If you say position of A with respect to B is negative 5 meter, that means the B has to move 5 meter in leftward direction to move A. Now you tell me what is the correct answer, plus or minus. So this is very simple. Like from common observation, I can say that, sir, point A is what? To the left of B. Point A is what? To the left of B. So aram se I can get the answer as negative. Otherwise, mathematically, how can I get it? So I'll write position of A with respect to B can be written as position of A with respect to O minus position of B with respect to O. Meghna, I don't know what have you done. How did you get 18 I cap? I don't know how have we got it. This is completely ridiculous answer. 18, I didn't give length in 18. Kahin mila hi nahi hai. How did you get 18? I don't know. Whether there's a mistake copying it down, typing it down, or something very like you have done a blunder. So xa comma a minus xb comma a. Oh, sorry, xa comma o minus xb comma o. Tell me what is xa comma o. Bolo bachcha log. What is the position of A with respect to O? Because there is a common reference that is given to us. So with respect to O, A has been given. Tell me guys, what is position of A with respect to O? How will you draw that vectored line? The vectored line will be like this. So OA, what is that? Position of A. Position of A with respect to O. So A is the object here, O is the observer. So at the object, head will be there, at the observer, tail will be there. So this is the arrowed line. So OA vector minus, what is XBO, X comma XB comma O? So OB vector. Tell me what is OA vector, guys? So OA, what is the magnitude of this arrowed line? So 10. What is the magnitude of this arrowed line? 10. Along which direction this arrowed line is pointing? Towards positive x-axis. So I cap. So 10 I cap minus. What is OB? OB क्या है बच्चा लोग? तो O to B. What is the length of this arrowed line? अलग करेंगे ना क्वेश्चन बच्चा. अभी ऑब्जर्वर तो B ही है ना. What is the length of OB line? 15. What is the direction of OB? Positive I cap. So 15 I cap. So what is the answer? Didn't we get exactly the same? By looking at the diagram aram se. Sir, XAB is nothing but BA vector. ये क्या है बच्चा लोग? XAB is nothing but BA vector. And this BA, what is the arrowed line? See, this is the arrowed line B to A. Because A is the object, B is the observer. So at the object arrowed line, the head will be there. At the observer, the tail will be there. So XAB is nothing but BA line. What is the length of BA line? 5. What is the direction of BA line? Towards negative x-axis. So minus 5 I cap. I get the same, exactly the same answer using this method also. Guys, did you understand how to find position of any point with respect to any other point? Nishit, do you understand the meaning of position? Nishit, I'll scold you very badly, I'm telling you. I'm not very happy with this doubt. What I'm talking about, what did I ask you? I asked you the position. I normally don't discourage anybody to ask any doubt. I normally ask anything. but that doesn't mean you will ask without thinking about it. I am asking you what is position of A with respect to B, and you are asking me, sir, why not final minus initial? What is final position minus initial position, Nishit? Nishit, this is not your first class, so I will not accept this skittish behavior. Tell me, what is final position minus initial position? Everybody, you can write that in the chat. What is final position minus initial position? That is displacement, not the position. Are we talking about displacement? Nishit, are we talking about displacement? I'm talking about position. Why do we need to find out final minus initial? So your doubt is completely out of context. So please think before asking. What I'm asking, what is the context of it? Otherwise, you will be lost in physics, but I'm telling you. Why not this? Why not that? It's very good. Why is a very good word. It's a kind of, don't say sorry. It's not, I'm not scolding you for this. I'm just telling you, just believe me. Why is a very beautiful word in physics. If you start asking this, if you start using this word, why, then it's very beautiful word. But if you are using it blindly, why this? Like, I'm getting a tone like this. So if you're using this word why without thinking about anything, that means you are just using it. You're not meaning it. So if you actually want to mean this word, if you actually want to use this word smartly, think about it. Why should I first talk about final minus initial? What is final position minus initial position? Displacement. Are we talking about displacement? Illa. So that is the answer. So these things you have to think in your head. Okay, you don't need me for this. If I ask you 2 plus 2, if I say 2 plus 2 is 4, you'll say, sir, why not 0? Did I ask you to subtract? No, right? Why you have used y? But you didn't see there is a sign positive. बात समझ में आ रही है? So you have to use that word अच्छे से, smartly. And I know you are a kid. You have just crossed and you have just entered 11th, like Q1. But these things I can expect from you. All right, guys? ठीक है. Don't worry. Don't stop asking questions. But think before asking few of them. All right? Think before what you are asking and what do you actually need from that question. This is more important. Okay? What is the urge of that question? What do you need? What do you need from that particular question? All right? So please think about the questions, the queries. However, there is no harm in asking any question, but that will actually stop your thought process, bacha. Just imagine a condition where you're having a Google, you're having a phone with internet. Whatever problem, whatever information that you need, you just Google it on your phone and you get the information. What happens to you actually? You rely on that particular Google, you rely on that particular phone. You stop reading a book. You stop gathering information formally. You stop gathering information with some kind of hard work. You just rely on that phone that, all right, I can get any information the moment I need it. I'll type it down. Google auntie will tell me what is the answer, or Google uncle will tell me what is the answer. Will that be a correct approach? No. First, you should think about it. Okay? So if you have like studied it somewhere, you have to cross verify. So those things should come. That this kind of process should be there in your mind. If you follow that, asking doubt and getting your doubts resolved, both of them will be fun, because then you can cross question the teacher. Now, if you ask without thinking about anything, just why this, why that, what that, then teacher will tell you something. You will accept it or you'll not accept it. Your argument will not mean anything. So the discussion or the doubt solving will not mean anything. That will not be fun. All right, no problem. And Nishi, this is not only for you. This is for everybody. Okay? To make doubt clearing or doubt clarification fun, you should think first. Thoda sa socho bhi. Because in physics, this is not a kind of black and white, right? Sab kuch dekhna hota hai. You have to see all the colors. All right? Okay, so let me ask you second question. And sorry for your time. Few of you will say, sir, if you had just explained that particular question, then we would have saved some time. If you just have told what is this, why not this final minus initial, then actually we have saved this much of time. The problem is, everybody is actually doing this. Not everybody, but yes, few of you must be doing this, because you have just come out of your standard 10th and you don't have this kind of habit in you. Most of you don't have this kind of habit. Most of you used to ask the doubt in your class just to show yourself. Let me know if I'm wrong, because I was also in standard 10th. Sometimes I'll be serious, so I used to ask the valid doubt. But sometimes in the class when I was in standard 10th, 9th, I used to study so many books. In biology was a kind of curse to me. Like I didn't like biology ever. But still in biology, I have bought, like I have studied for biology 3 to 4 books. There's a book from Bharati Bhavan publication. There's a book from Candid publication. Like there is a book named Blossoms Biology. So I've read all of them. I have created, like I have made my own notes for biology. But not because I loved biology, not because I wanted to learn biology a lot, just because I wanted to show that I know biology to my principal. Same way in physics, same way in mathematics. I used to solve numericals so fast in mathematics. I don't even used to copy down the questions. The moment the teacher is giving some question, I used to solve it, start solving. I used to listen the words, I used to copy down the data, and then start solving it. I was not solving those questions just to learn them. I was solving them fast just to show my friend that I can solve these questions faster than them. So in standard 9, 10th, this kind of maturity was not there. I was just, even if I was asking a question to a teacher, and if I was discussing something, it was to show off. Most of them, most of the time, to show off. ये show off होता था, either to impress our like friends or girls or my teacher, anything. It can be anything. So this is what happens when you ask a doubt without thinking. It will be a kind of show off, okay? But will that gain something to you? No, वो gain नहीं होता है. So please think about this and ask your doubt with a proper thinking, so that if teacher is telling you something, you should be able to counter it, or you should be able to agree it properly. Okay, Aditya, I can't understand what you're saying. You are giving me a symbol like that. I really don't appreciate that. Please don't do that. All right. Aditya, Anish, yeah, I have disabled my video here because there's a problem with the audio, because I'm not having very good internet connection. So I stopped sharing my video, so that most of the data should be used for screen sharing and the audio part. All right, bacha? All right. So let me ask you the second question. Find the velocity of A with respect to B. Tell me, guys, what will be the answer? Tell me in terms of meter per second and the direction. What is the velocity of A with respect to B? Come on, guys, please answer it. Meghna, see the unit, bacha. Unit dekho. Did I give you velocity in terms of meter per second or kilometer per hour? You have just taken the you have just taken the difference. But yeah, correct, Meghna. So usko correct karo na. I'm asking you, what is the velocity of A with respect to B in terms of meter per second? So first convert that kilometer per hour in terms of meter per second, and then find out the answer. Tell me, guys, what will be the answer? Tanmay, what's the direction? Very good. So few of you have given the correct answer. That's correct. That's good. Let me solve this. So VAB, how will you get it, guys? VA comma B. So VA minus VB. So what is VA, guys? Tell me. Velocity of A. क्या है? 15 km per hour. What is 54 km per hour. So 54 into 5 by 18. Please don't ask how did I multiply 5 by 18. You must have studied in your standard in 9th or 10th. How to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. कैसे करते हैं बच्चा लोग? तो 1 and 1 hour is 3600 seconds. So if you solve this, you'll get 5 by 18. So you need to multiply 5 by 18 to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. So if I convert that, I'll get 54 into 5 by 18. 18 3 of 54, so 3 into 5 is 15. क्या लिखेंगे? 15. What is the direction, guys? What is the direction for velocity of A? किधर है? Positive x-axis की तरफ. So I'll say I cap. So 15 I cap minus. What is the velocity of B? So 72 km per hour. That is 20 meter per second along positive x-axis. So 20 I cap. So what is the answer? -5 I cap meter per second. Achha, what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this negative sign? What is the meaning of this negative sign? Tell me thoda sa. No, retardation? Ayyo, Chandrika, what has happened, bacha? Yeah, towards negative x-axis. Can you say something else about this? How B is going to observe the motion of A? क्या B को क्या लगेगा? What this B, the particle B or the person B will feel? Where this A is going? Can I say this B is the observer here? So B will think or B will observe that A is going away from it. Very good, Krishna. Keep it up. बहुत बढ़िया. Yes, Kirtan. क्या होगा देखो. Observer is B here, right? Observer is B here. And this is the object. When he'll look back, he'll think that this particle A is not coming towards me. He's not moving in rightward direction. Actually, he's moving in leftward direction. That means the particle A is parting away from B. And that is what happened. Just imagine this is you. And this is your friend here. You are ahead of your friend. You are running faster than your friend. What will you think about your friend? You'll think that this friend is going away from you. Because the distance between them is what? Increasing. Because speed of B is what? Greater than speed of A. If I exchange the value here, what will happen, bachalo? If I exchange the value here, if this would have been 72, this would have been 54, then what would have been the answer? Can I say this A is, just have a common sense here. If A's velocity is 72 and B velocity is 54, velocity of A is more than velocity of B. That means at some point of time, this A will what? Catch this B. That means this A velocity is more than B, so A is approaching towards B. Correct? This is what we should get using this method also. If VA would have been 20, so 20 minus 15 would have been plus 5. That means with respect to B, A will be approaching towards A. Sorry, approaching towards B. With respect to B, A will look like it is approaching towards B. But in this case, how B will feel? In this way, in this case, B will feel like A is moving away from B. That is why the direction of velocity of A is what? Towards left. So these kind of analysis, these kind of observations, you should be able to do it. ठीक है? कभी-कभी questions पूछा जाता है, और sometimes these data will be given to you in the question. You have to find out what does that mean. All right? ठीक है. So now let me ask you, what is the acceleration of A with respect to B? Tell me what will be the answer. I think you know how to do it. So acceleration of A with respect to B is nothing but acceleration of A minus acceleration of B. So what is the magnitude of acceleration of A, guys? That is 1 meter per second square, right? So 1 meter towards rightward, towards positive x-axis. So positive. So 2 I cap. So what is the answer? Minus 1 meter per second square I cap. This is the data. Okay? So this is the answer. Got it, guys? All right. Let me ask you a different situation. Let me ask you questions from different situation here. Chalo, dekhte hain. Now, let me use the same condition here. Now, I'm talking about only position and the displacement and the velocity. Acceleration ka part ho jayega. You can do it aram se. Let me use the same diagram here. But instead of going towards right, let us say B is moving towards left. Okay. Tell me, what will be the velocity of A with respect to B? What will be velocity of A with respect to B? Bolo bachalo. What will be the velocity of A with respect to B? Kirtan, direction also. I need the direction as well. Tanmay, magnitude is correct and direction is also, I think, correct. Yeah. No. Atharv Chandrika, I think you missed. बच्चा लोग आप खुद बताओ. consider, see, before answering you should verify some of the things, because few things are related to your day-to-day life. Few things are related to your day-to-day life. Just imagine there is a bus A and there is a bus B. Don't say they'll collide, ठीक है? Collide मत करा देना. Let's say ऐसा हो रहा है. A is going in this direction, B is going in this direction. This is you. You are sitting here. You are sitting at the window here. And your friend is sitting here. If I ask you what is the velocity, how will you see your friend? क्या कितना velocity से आएगा? Don't you think if you will just be standing on the ground and when you are sitting on this bus, when you are sitting on the bus, you will see that your friend is approaching you with a very greater speed, with a speed which is greater than the speed of friend or speed of the bus. Or you might have seen it that normally whatever the speed of a bus is there, when you are actually sitting on a different bus coming opposite to it, speed will be more. You find out that the bus has crossed that particular bus with a very fast speed. How does it happen? That is because of the relative velocity. ठीक है? So answer is not 5. 5 तो can never be the answer. देखो, let me answer this. Velocity of A with respect to B will be equal to velocity of A minus velocity of B. Tell me what is velocity of A, बच्चा लोग? What is velocity of A? 15 meter per second, correct? What is the direction? Positive I cap. So 15 I cap minus. What is the velocity of B, बच्चा लोग? बताओ जल्दी से. What is the velocity of B? Come on, guys, tell me what is the velocity of B? Magnitude is 20, all right? But what about the direction? Let's look at the diagram. What are the directions? Direction is towards negative x-axis. Chandrika, this is where you have committed mistake. Yes. So direction is towards negative x-axis. So minus 20 I cap. So what will be the answer? 15 I cap plus 20 I cap. Answer is 35 I cap meter per second. Got it, guys? So what is the answer here? 35 I cap meter per second. So when B will observe A, क्या दिखेगा इसको? This B will feel that A is coming with a speed of 35 meter per second. ठीक है? So क्या लिखेगा? So B will feel that A is moving towards B with 35 meter per second. But is it the case? ऐसा है क्या? Is point A or is this particle A moving with this much of speed? No. This is moving only the speed of 15 meter per second. But with respect to B, how does B will feel? B को ऐसा लगेगा, B will feel that A is moving with 35 meter per second. That has happened because of change in reference. Now tell me, guys, does velocity depend on reference or the observer? Cut hearing. cut hearing. Tell me, guys, does velocity depend on observer? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. If you're seeing a bus from the ground, what is the velocity of bus? Say something, let's say 100 km per hour. But if you're sitting on the bus, what is the velocity of bus with respect to you? It is at rest. If there is a bus and you are sitting here, tell me what is the velocity of bus with respect to you? Bolo bachcha log. When you see the bus, do you find bus is moving ahead of you or changing its position with respect to you? No. So what is the velocity of bus with respect to you sitting on the bus? What is the answer? Tell me, guys. What will be the velocity of bus with respect to you sitting on the bus? Guys, I can't get the answer. Jaldi se batao. What is the answer here? It's 0, correct? Please remember these parts. Chalo, so I have given you the basic of relative motion. Now let us try to understand this in a greater detail while solving some numericals. Okay? It is always the best way to understand physics or to understand the concept while solving some numericals. So let us start with this question. I have picked some of the questions from your module. ठीक है, तो मैंने कुछ क्वेश्चंस आपके मॉड्यूल से उठाए हैं आज के लिए. तो ट्राई टू गेट द आंसर फॉर दिस वन. Here we'll understand what is the process of overtake. When do we say that the bus has or the car has overtaken or the train has overtaken it? Come on guys, give me the answer for this. Two trains A and B of length 200 meters and 300 meter are traveling in the same direction with velocities 30 meter per second and 20 meter per second respectively. How long will they take to cross each other? First of all, you should understand, no Vineet, मैं देख रहा हूं सबका, but I'm not saying anything to anybody. Few of you have answered 30, 10, 50, I don't know. Not activated their audio device. The pictures of them, their name. Yeah. So if you know any one of them, Amograj, Prajwal, Sanjana, Saurav, and Vaishnavi, please let them know that I'm going to remove them because they are not attending the class or audio on. Okay? So I'm waiting for next 1 minute. If in 1 minute they're going to activate their audio device, I'll not remove them. Otherwise, I'm going to remove them. Rest of you, please answer this, guys. So Amogras, I'm seeing you have not activated your audio device from so long. So I'm removing you here. Or let me put you in waiting room. So Amogras is there in waiting room now. All right, he's there. Chalo. Prajwal Mashatti, I'm also putting you in waiting room. Mandar Kori, I am putting you in waiting room. Sanjana Tungal and Saurabh GK. All right. चलो तो शुरू करते हैं. Let me give the solution to you. So what is the meaning of this? That overtake or cross each other. इसका meaning क्या है बच्चों? देखिए ध्यान से. See, if you are seeing a train A and train B is somewhere here. All right, इस तरीके से. Now tell me which train will overtake which one. कौन सा train overtake करेगा? Which one will be ahead of, like if whether A will be ahead of B or B will be ahead of A. एक मिनट बच्चा लो. Please wait a minute. Is not all right? Is my voice audible to all of you? Now, is my voice clear to all of you? Guys, click yes if you can hear me clearly. Because you're playing like voice is breaking. Guys, click yes if you can hear me and see the blackboard clearly. Let me share the screen once again. Yeah. No. All right. Let me see. Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. All right. Now click yes if you can see me. Sorry, if you can hear me and see the blackboard clearly. Now is it visible? Now am I audible properly? Yes. All right. Okay. So as you can see the data here, A is having speed 30 meter per second and B is having 20 meter per second. So which train will overtake which one? See, if this is a train A, if this is train A, this is train B, and train A is having speed 30 meter per second and train B is having 20 per second, then will ever or will there be any condition, will there be any chance that B will be able to overtake A? It's not possible, right? It is not possible at all. So that means we are going to have a condition where we are having a train A back like this, and train B will be what? Ahead of it. So this will be 30 meter per second, and this will be 20 meter per second. What is the process of overtake or crossing? So let me give that. So all right, I have been muted. Chalo. So if this is train A and this is train B, so this is the start of overtake. Okay, chalo. This is the start of overtake. Now, when this overtaking or the process of crossing each other will over, so when if this is the train B and this is the train A, like this. Correct? This is the start of overtaking. This is what? End of overtaking. Wait, guys, I'm not speaking anything. Now, is it okay? Now, is it okay, guys? Can you hear me? Yes, ठीक है. Can you see the screen? Yes, all right. So I have done these two diagrams. Okay. This is what? This is the start of overtaking. This is the end of overtaking. What is the meaning of start of overtaking? When the front face or when the front part of train A is coinciding with the rear part of train B. This is the start of overtake. What is the end of overtake? When the rear part of A, when the rear part of A is coinciding with the front part of B. So this is the process of crossing each other or overtaking each other. Got it? All right. So length is given to you. So these distances are given to you. अच्छे से. Tell me what will be the relative position of A with respect to B while overtaking. Or tell me what will be the distance covered by A with respect to B. Or let me show it to you. अच्छा इधर ही बताओ. It's okay. So what is the distance covered by A with respect to B during this process of overtaking? Tell me the answer, guys. So when this A will be overtaking B, can I say first this A has to cover this portion pura, and then after that it has to cover its length also. Got it? See, now the start of this, after some time this A will be here, then after some time A will be somewhere here, and then at the end of overtake A will be somewhere here. So what is the total distance covered by A with respect to B? Bolo jaldi se. What is the total distance that has been covered by A with respect to B? Distance covered by A with respect to B. Length of B plus length of A. Length of train B plus length of train A. All right. So what is the answer? 200 plus 300. What is the velocity? Tell me, what is the speed of A with respect to B? Tell me, guys, what is the answer? What is the speed of A with respect to B? So speed of A is 30 I cap minus speed of B is 20 I cap. So magnitude is what? 10 meter per second. So what is the time taken to do that? The total distance covered is 500 meters. And the speed to do it is what? 10 meter per second. So what is the answer? 50 seconds. So correct is what? So this process of crossing each other will take 50 seconds of their time. So A will take 50 seconds to cross again B. Alright, guys. Guys, click yes if you have understood this crossing question. जब भी ऐसा question आएगा, will you be able to solve this? Guys, click yes if you have understood this. Please write something in the chat if you have understood this, because on the participant list I can't see the name, so I can't see the number of you, the number of students who have clicked yes or no. Guys, I'm ending the class here. So because of this internet connectivity, I don't want to trouble you a lot. I know this is thoda sa irritating. It's coming like the screen is going away, going like it's appearing, it's disappearing. So I know this is frustrating. So guys, I'm ending the class today here only. Okay? So we'll talk about this in next class, or I'll take some extra classes in on any day. So I think we are facing so much of difficulty with this internet and all. So this must be a kind of irritating thing for you. So sorry for today class. Sorry for the interruption, and sorry I'm ending the class 15 minutes early. So I'll cover it up some other day. All right. So I don't want you to suffer with this kind of thing that my voice is coming to you, sometimes it's not coming, it's breaking, screen is not there. So आज इतना ही रखते हैं. Let me fix my internet problem for good. So till then guys, bye bye, take care, have a nice day.